Full Velocity TV begins now.
And your source for esports racing is live. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a special Saturday edition of Full Velocity TV, live on the Full Velocity Racing Network here today, live in the Talladega Super Speedway. We're doing a little bit of truck racing for the BladeNode.com 200. Our buddies over at BladeNode.com putting on this great event, and it's cool to come out here live on a very early Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m. on the East Coast as we start going. Phil the Cass here, along with my broadcast partner, my longtime Mr. Too Tall Todd, Stan, and Todd. We got a great event ahead, 76 laps, 200 miles here at Talladega, and a very large field of trucks we have here. This ought to be a good show here to kick off a Saturday.
That definitely ought to be a good show here tonight, Phil. There's things going on down through. The guys already rolling off onto the starting grid. Your starting grid here tonight, or today, I should say. Man, I'm going to say tonight an awful lot. You're so used to doing broadcasts in the evening, but today, our starting lineup, Bradley Buckner, the quick time here. Har Motorsports quick time of the number 94. He's going to roll off on the pole. He stands right outside, driving the number 26. That's going to be Bradley Wilson.
In row number 2, aboard car number 87, that is Raymond Ritnewer. And alongside number 65, that is Marty Ray.
Rolling off in the fifth starting position in truck number 73, that's Gene Rogers, and Ernie Williams Jr. rolls off 6 in that number 23.
Next row, we find the number 66, Christopher Cook, and alongside our buddy from BladeNode.com, the 91, Sam Perry.
Rolling off in fifth is Jesse Ura in the 133, and Ray Tompkins in the number 72 is going to roll off 10.
Rolling off 19th will be Zachary Weaver, and alongside the 15, that's Andrew Navarro.
Rolling off in the 13th starting position, that's Stephen Hamill in the number 67, and Hernandez Pops. I may slaughter that name tonight, Phil. Car number 11.
That's a tough one there. Number 18 rolling off next. That is Travis Bradley, and alongside aboard truck number 7, Jim Orlando rolls off 16th.
Rolling off 17th is Ron Renew Sr., and outside of him will be the 527. That's Zach Johnson.
Truck number 4 rolling off the inside of the 10th row. That is Kenneth Graves alongside in the 27, Jacob Hoff.
Brian Swafford and Richard Taylor complete row number 11.
Kyle Pearson and Nate Sefter rolling off in positions number 23 and 24.
Jeremy Rubin and Matt Hummel roll off in position number 25 and 26.
Then we have Logan Keys, James Collier, Scott Godfrey, Jacob Steinhook, number 2, rolling off 35th. Kevin start is going to be Scott Bellum, Maxwell Coleman, scheduled to roll off next to the 35th of the 5 truck. Andrew Schreier in the 48, the 16 of John Gilbert, and start. Close to 48 full server Todd from the Racing Night flag. Green flag is up in the air. We're racing for the first time in LA.
Yeah, and it's Buckner down on the bottom side of that McDonald's sponsored machine should be the number 94 should be the McDonald's Outlook. It looks like McDonald's. McDonald's on the hood, but not on the side of it. I've seen that darn attendant before, but the number 94 takes out the early advantage that is Buckner in that McDonald's. It's a Toyota out front.
Got Toyota leading the field, running the second spot there with Raymond Ridnour aboard that number 87 truck who started third. He's going to pull from the inside lane there in second, but they're going side by side. There's our outside pole sitter aboard that number, what is that, 10 truck out there, or a 26 truck of Bradley Wilson. He's going to pull alongside on the outside. It says he's on the side of the truck, so I'm going to have to match that name of that truck up top, because I don't believe that one matches.
No, that one does not match here this evening. The number, like you said, number 18 on the side of the truck. Not sure what truck that is there going on for Rudolph. You said Wilson. Number 18, she's looking for the 26 here live on our screen. So Wilson out to the early advantage over that number 65 of Marty Ray. Roddy Buckner right now running in that third spot. Top line foreman behind the number 65 machine. There, we're trying to look through to see who the 65 actually is. It would be right there in front of Marty Ray. Marty Ray now out for the lead there. It's Wheeler John aboard the number 65 NRA sponsor machine.
Cool looking truck right there from Marty Ray. 5 out to the race lead. Ernie Williams Jr. with 23. He's going to go to the outside now. Look for the race lead off of that fourth turning down to the triangle here in Talladega, where the start-finish line, as we all know, set out for turn number 1. We'll look about here in Talladega High Racing. It's been a long time since we've done this. We complete lap number 3. Ernie Williams Jr. going to go out to the race lead. Good push there from the 133 truck of Jesse Udrun. But Jesse now up to that second spot and going on for the 91 truck of Sam Perry back there. That is a look at that Mustang production on board today. Aboard that Playco.com 91. Sam the whole truck of my title. Spot on line.
Definitely a unique view in that number 91 machine. Oh, out of shape, 133. Sam Perry can get by it. He's able to hold on, but there's going to be a gaggle of cars wrecked over turn 3 and 4.
Yellow flag for the first time presented by Hannibal Record Service coming out on the racetrack. Right here on the third lap of the race now, 76, so very much early on in the going here. Live in Talladega, Hannibal Record Service, yellow flag, and it happened right at the front of the field with Jesse Udrun, the 133, getting really vicious. I do not believe there was contact from behind Todd. It looked like that thing maybe just got loose. When it happens right in the middle of the back up front, it's going to be like a wild field. We got a big one here early on in Talladega. Why don't you give us our PlayNote.com full velocity racing replay?
Yeah, we're trying to get to that. 133 finally getting to it here. Tad bit. Unfortunately, the 133 with a huge mistake here, bringing out this yellow flag, so I can't get it to quite work with me right now, folks. So give me a second.
Of course I'll give you a second there, Todd. It's a Saturday afternoon. I know we're still shaking the cobwebs off in a long night in the early morning, and a bunch of new stuff we're going to be working on here that may kind of take us away from sim racing a little bit, but we'll talk more about that in the better stages of this race. But we'll let Todd get a full velocity racing replay presented by our friends at BladeNote.com, and you got to look these guys up now. They're presenting sponsors for today's event, of course. You go over to BladeNote.com. They have web hosted VPS servers, dedicated servers. You go over there now, use promo code FERN. They will take 25% off your first month or yearly purchase, minus dedicated servers there for that yearly deal. Check these guys out now at BladeNode.com. Get a hold of Sam and Vlad, the entire gang over there. Heard Vlad was laid up in the hospital, so we want to say hello to Vlad. Hope he's doing well. Hope we catch up with him soon. But Todd, show us once again the big one here in Talladega early on lap 3. What do you got for us? Alright, so I guess we're having a little bit of technical issue down there getting the replay back on through. I know a couple of trucks here were involved that I believe may have already retired on us. I think they may have even disappeared off our screen, so maybe nothing really to show. It could have been netcode that put us out under yellow, but I can tell you the 133 of Unruh went around, and it got trucks like Jeremy Rubin in the double knot one. I believe he may be behind the wall here with some damage. I know Ray Rittenauer in the number 87 that was running up to the front of the field is already down behind the wall. Looks like damage could be way too severe for him to continue. So that is a tough break there for a couple of really good cars. Looks like we lost Kenneth Graves as well aboard the Ford truck. Don't think he even took the initial green flag. So this one may have been a little bigger on the screen there, Todd, but these trucks, they are heavy. They can take a punch, and they exactly did right there. It looks like the majority of these trucks are going to survive that one, but that could have been a whole lot worse than it was, especially when it breaks away right in the front.
Yeah, definitely could have been a whole lot worse there. Phil is unfortunately trying to work on some widgets here going on. Not sure why they just disappear off the screen, so I guess we'll have to get to work. BlakeHard.com, 200 here tonight, Talladega. Man, I wish I could have showed that replay. That was phenomenal there. If I wouldn't have stayed with those trucks there, Phil, we would have seen it live on the screen, but we were inside the cockpit of Sam Perry in the BlakeNote.com Toyota Tundra as he was going to town there. There's a unique view, and I wanted to make sure we showed that type of view here today at Talladega, and the wreck happened right there.
Absolutely right. It looks like we're going to be at least one more trip around here before we get back to green flag racing. So give us a good chance now to thank our sponsors here live at the Full Velocity Racing Network, as all of us, it could not be done without them. Guys like Hanover Record Service, Tyler Blankenship over there, you're in the West Virginia area. Get a hold of him now. Check out on Facebook, Hanover Record Service. Thank him for all the contributions he makes to the sim racing community. They are definitely immense. Also, big shout out to our buddy Jeff Brown over at iRacing iFlag. You've got to get one of those iFlag telemetry widgets. They make an awesome addition to your sim racing rig. You will no doubt get the upper hand over the competition. Check him out now, iRacingIFlag.com. Also, big shout to our buddies here putting on the race here today, BladeNode.com. We're going to check those guys out for all your VPS, web hosting, dedicated server needs, and simple web solutions. Powered by nerds. Check them out, BladeNode.com. Also, big shout to our buddy Jake Neal over at Monstar Productions. We'll be on live with Jake and the gang, the Firecracker 40 coming up on Tuesday, July the 2nd. Give Jake a follow there. Monstar Productions, that's Monstar with 2 R's. Monstar Productions, give Jake a shout and tell him Phil and Todd sent you over there. Also, going to say thank you to our buddy Ron, our colleague, and the guys over at Team Har Motorsports, the sponsor for our quick time here every night here, every day on Full Velocity Racing Network. Also, guys at TDR Racing League, the sponsor of our Turtle, which I guess is not impossible. This is the TDR Turtle today here in Talladega. Also, going to say shout out to our buddy Jim Revis over at Evil One Graphics. There's a lot of great raps. Everybody out there, check him out now. Evil One Graphics are not only good, they are evil. And also check out my buddy Brendan Spatafora's new YouTube podcast, Full Throttle with the Jet. Look that up. You go over to YouTube, Full Throttle with the Jet, J-E-N-T, G-E-N-T, Full Throttle with the Jet, and check out his podcast. It covers the NASCAR world, mostly Monster Energy Cup Series. He does trivia, very insightful, very funny. Check him out, Brendan, a great guy. Full Throttle with the Jet. Subscribe to him now on YouTube. You can also look him up by his name for YouTube chat, Brendan the Jet. Guys, take a look at all those great sponsors, Todd. They truly cannot do enough for us behind the scenes. We thank them for all their contributions, and this deal's not possible without great guys like we have behind us.
Yeah, definitely not possible without great guys behind us here. So we'll have some commercials here later in the going. Your iRacing iFlag, maybe so we can make some adjustments here in just a little bit. Lights are still atop that iRacing.com pace car. That Mustang out there just pacing the field here so far. The first caution coming out here early in the BladeNode.com 200 here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. Also got to thank everybody for tuning in, those who are tuning in to Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch here. And, we're going to have one whale of a show here in store for you here this afternoon. This is iRacing.com pace car. The light star, stay on top that, Bill. We're going to go back to racing here just in a few moments.
Yeah, absolutely looks like we're going to as the field working its way through turns number 1 and 2. So we get ready for the restart here with Marty Ray going to lead the field. And it says 65 on the screen there, Tom. But I'm pretty sure I think I see the side where he's there at 65. Marty Ray leads the bus up there, had an 18 outside. So Ernie Williams running second. Hill number 9 and 23. Sam Perry, the 91 up here in third. Stephen Hamill running fourth for the 67. The 18 is Travis Bradley. He's running fifth. I believe that. Is that the 18 on the side of the 18 truck? I'm hoping so, because there was something up there definitely wasn't jiving there early on. I think that truck may be indeed. I think that was the one up there bunking up the works up front, getting us all confused. The 15 of the Andrew Navarro running in the 6th spot with Jake Love running 7th. Miriam Hernandez Brooks running 8th. Jim Orlando running 9th. Kyle Pearson going to make up our top 10. Kyle in the 60th. John Gilbert, Nick Sefner, Zachary Weaver, Bradley Lon Buckner, Steve Rogers, James Collier, Scott Bell, Roger Richard, and Christopher Cook going to make up our top 20 as we get ready to restart on as they work down this long super stretch of Talladega Super Speedway into turn number 3 and 4, and it should be this time we finally see that Ford Mustang iRacing.com pace car make its way down onto pit road. We can send these guys loose back to racing because we don't want to iPace, we want to iRace. That's what we're doing here live on a Saturday afternoon. 2:50 time on the airwaves, 76 laps of distance make up the Play-Doh.com 200. We are rolling around on lap number 7. We will come out on the start of lap number 8. I am itching to get back to this one and see who this is going to go. We got a lot of new names here, Todd, a lot of guys we haven't seen before, so welcome back to Super Plate Racing, buddy, or maybe not restricted to trucks. What do you see with Combat Racing?
As you see on the left-hand side, as we'll look down the order. The left-hand side, I'll show you their top 20 as they walk right now before we go back to Green Flag Racing here at Talladega here for the BladeNote.com 200 here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. These guys are pacing the pace car already down onto pit road, just waiting on that iRacing, I-flag, green flag to come out. The flagger has it in hand. He throws it, green flag back in there. The guys on the loud pedal down the front straightaway here. Lap and a half to get up the full song. These trucks seem to go rather quickly, Phil, up to that gearbox. The 65 a little bit slower. Muddy Ray there, 30 Williams in the Cadillac so far, number 23.
Yes, he is. Already going to get a good run off the second. Third, got a good push behind him as well. Fourth truck in line. I believe that is Stephen Hamill, number 67, pushing in from the outside of the second. Rubbers, they work their way now down the back straightaway. Headed from third. Johnny fourth position down in the corner. Ernie Williams going to throw the block out on the left side. Ahead of Marty Ray, put Ernie Williams in the lead. Marty there for second. Then Casey back there. Williams going on back. Block in the hold on.
Still green off of turn number 4. Those guys going back to back. The 65 now goes to Alzheimer. Marty Ray right there in front of number 67 is Stephen Hamill. Hamill right now, right on his rear bumper there's a pair of Chevys right directly behind that. Toyota Tundra, the number 65 of Marty Ray. Now Ray to the lead in the 65 machine, propelled by a pair of Chevys there, Phil, as he now goes into the middle to try to work the line there. Hamill now right to the rear bumper of the 65 machine. They both drop low.
Both drop low. That's going to let them hold on in position in the lead up front. It's rate 2 wide now for third position on that 2 wide place. So Travis Bailey, the number up high. That number 16 truck running in that third spot. 15 truck. Okay, Navarro running up there. 30 wins with a great job there. 23 up ahead as well. Keep an eye on Hernandez. 11, he's got something good piece going on. There's yellow flags. Yellow coming back on lap number 9. And this is what I think happened. Probably right about mid-pack. I couldn't see a couple trucks there got together. But it's going to put us on the Hanover records numbers. Caution flag number 2. And not exactly sure where the contact started, but it was definitely in the middle. We go to the yellow flag in here for the second time. We'll let Todd go back and show us again for a Full Velocity Racing Network, Play-Doh.com.
Here is gone up in the 214. Bystander on this one. You can see that live on the coverage. Your company name to be there too. Here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Man, this is a lot of carnage that happen here. We're going to ride around. We're going to go to the speedway, see what happens here. We're back into something for the ride here. 7 down low. It looks like the 81 around all by itself in the middle there, Phil. Just pulling around. The draft just sucking the 81 around, the 18 around in the knot. The 7 comes back up. The pile drives the number 33 machine. And 7 continues on. The rest of the cars heavily damaged.
And they certainly are. And there was that the 18 car was around. That's the one that was 26. So where's he? Keeps out there. Screw me all up with that traffic motion car out there. Keep going around there with Scott Bell with the 81. So that's going to put us under yellow flag. second time here. We'll pause for the cause. Please say we check out iRacing iFly. We'll come back here with the restart live on your source for esports.
Boy, these iRacing iFlag cars are fast tonight.
You know, Todd, I guarantee you, Brown, Leonardi, Weaver, Capert, and Pena are all using them products on their sponsor tonight to give them the upper hand over the competition.
Well, how can I get fast like those guys?
Well, that's easy, Todd. You gotta head over to iRacingIFlag.com.
iRacing.com pace car. Next time by, we will go back racing here at Talladega Super Speedway, live on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. Check out our own website. You haven't done so yet. A lot of great stuff going on as far as right here over the weekend. Check it out, fullvelocitytv.com. See our current up-to-date event calendar. Check out our sponsors. Find out ways you can become a sponsor. Become a Full Velocity Racing Network contributor. And just like you guys out there with stars, donations on Facebook Live, those things help us do a lot of things as well. So check it out, fullvelocity.com. I love having everyone out there. It looks great. I think you guys will absolutely enjoy it. Since these articles have been popular a little bit more over the weekend and my schedule allows. Since I got a nice and quiet weekend in store, so that is always a good thing. So we'll get some work out there, some more stuff out there for you guys to read and see, and a lot more great races to come. Cool announcements, some new deals we got coming up in the works as well. So stay tuned to fullvelocitytv.com or find us on our social media here if you're watching the Facebook Live. Full Velocity Racing Network also available on YouTube. Look up Full Velocity. Also Full Velocity TV on Twitch as well. It looks like we're getting ready to go back to the flag racing here in Talladega on lap number 13. It should go up to the board of 66. 200-mile sprint today here for the guys out here. Clayton.com and the server on the great time coming in Saturday afternoon. One that away from Brandon Hayes. We get ready to rock the restart. Marty Reagan to lead us back with Stephen Hamill, Bernie Williams, Andrew Navarro, Jacob Howell, Miriam Hannah, Brooke, Kyle Pearson, Nate's sister, Dean Rogers, and Robin Buckner are going to be our top candidates. We get ready to go back to green flag racing as the pace car is in the field looking over the starter stand. And They get to roll through this long triangle toward turn number 1. They hit the restart zone. And we'll expect it. We now see it. The iRacing nice flag, quick flag up in the air. We're back to racing.
Yeah, back racing. Money Ray learned something from the last start of this event there. Phil is able to get through the gearbox a little bit quicker this time on the bottom side. He helped with the number 23, Ernie Williams Jr. Jr. down on the bottom side, just letting it dig there. The 67 up top of Hamill, not as good of a restart as he had last time, but he still does have help from the number 15 of the Rhino. He is on the outside. These guys work over the bottom a little bit of lane shifting down to the back straight away. The 65 continues to lead the charge. Money Ray.
Yeah, Marty Ray going to lead the field for the third. Number 3 and 4 here, leading that 65 truck. We're looking for running behind it for 4 guys. Ernie Williams. For Andy Navarro's 15 truck. 27 of Jacob Hollins for having a good one here early as well. They hit number 3 and 4. Kyle Pearson also in the 60 car of that 4 truck. Breakaway on the inside lane, leading the field. Off of 4, down through the triangle. Racing here at the line. Gonna be that number 65 of Marty Ray as they head toward turn number 1 and 2. Single file.
Single file for the first, I'm going to say 4 trucks now. Phil's are starting to gradually back out the 73 to the top shelf. That's Dean Rogers. There you see here on the screen, 66 down to the bottom side. As Christopher Cook aboard the number 66. You see those guys fighting to the nail for the 5th position there. When they come down the back, turn away to turn number 3. Outside starting to try to make a roll here, but man, the outside's down as quickly as it was. Everybody's starting to drop back down into the bottom line.
And Todd thinking about all the years we come to Talladega. We come here to trucks and iRacing in Talladega. For years and years, I've talked about top lane being dominating Talladega. That's always interesting. iRacing is completely something different here. I see a lot of times when I come here, the low side the outside trucks that have up there make something happen. I think we're seeing that here in the early laps. You look and see guys like Gene Rogers. He was up there racing with his 5. They were on all the way out right now. Is that right now? Great now.
And you're on board the number 60 machine Pearson. You're on board here, 24 just watching it online. But I tell you, Phil, you have to have help on the outside here in the iRacing simulation. You have to have help down the bottom. So I think the lanes are pretty much equal, I would say, for the most part. I would still probably rather be on the bottom side. You feel the flag going to the flag for the 3rd time today in Talladega. We were on board with Pearson there in that number 60 machine.
Yep, we sure were. Yellow flag for the 3rd time today, presented by Hanover Record Service on lap number 50 of 76 that make up this Play-Doh.com 200 simple web solutions. Powered by Run down there with the Full Velocity Racing Network. Play-Doh.com is the free play. I think this one may have kind of broke in the middle of the field and kind of tough to tell where it was. So my end of things, but Todd, you got more looks, more cameras than I do. So when you're ready, take it away. Full Velocity Racing Network replay presented by Play-Doh.com.
Play-Doh.com is the replay show. A lot of live on the screen. Another aerial. 7 run was on time. But what happened as soon as this one fell is another car getting out of shape. The 94 gets into the back. 94 comes back up. Pile drives the number 7 machine up into the wall. No turtles. We got some spinning going on, but the 7, some smoke out of that machine is we've got some Dunkin' Donuts sponsor number 7 machine down the bottom. A lot of damage to that truck. Also the 94 involved with so the 7 of Tim Orlando. We'll see if we can get back up.
Wait and see for sure. There's a couple of trucks more up there, putting us under yellow flag for the 2nd time here, 3rd time here, presented by our friends over at Hanover Record Service. So once again, we'll pause for a cause. Todd's got a lot of places there. You can see the FERN logo. Put your company sponsor there. Good time to head over to the website, FullVelocityTV.com. Check out our sponsorship packages now. We'll be right back here live from Talladega on your source for esports racing.
didn't warn you. I know things no one knows.
E11 Graphics specializes in iRacing wraps, promo ads, and banners for all your sim racing needs. From a new custom look on the track to a new look for your site, E1G is your place. Want to promote a special event or series for your league? E1G can make that custom promo ad you're looking for. With attention to high detail, great service, and reasonable prices, E1G is here to serve you. E11 Graphics, they're not only good, they're evil.
And welcome back to Full Velocity Racing Network, still under yellow flag here. The Hanover Record Service yellow flag here for the BladeNode.com 200. And it's been admired by 3 yellow flags, I believe, so far here tonight. 3 yellow flags. Caution laps up on the board here. 9 caution laps. We've had 6 lead changes here at Talladega Super Speedway. Did not thank our sponsors enough here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. It's Hanover Record Service. Need to tow or anything down in the West Virginia area, that area, call Hanover Record Service. Phone number right there on our screen. Also got to thank iRacing iFlag. Visit Jeff Brown and those guys at iRacingIFlag.com. Thank you to Jeff Brown for coming aboard and being a sponsor here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Also got to thank BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. I'll tell you what, these guys built BladeNode.com 200. They've done a fantastic job here with this rendition here tonight. Sam Barry's working really, really hard to put this thing together. Same way with Vlad. Vlad is going to be able to tune in and do the blue color here tonight. So we'll get it developed with Vlad out there. BladeNode.com. Also got to thank Mountain Star Productions. And hashtag Make Dirt Track Racing great again. And yes, we're on Halfball here this evening, but we got to make sure hashtag Make Dirt Track Racing great again. One of these times we'll have Jake Gill on the broadcast, and we'll be able to interview him about that one. Also got to thank TBR-Racing.net, our official turtle sponsor of the Full Velocity Racing Network. HarMotorsports.com. Har Motorsports, our official quick time of the evening. Also got to thank Evil One Graphics. They're not only good, they are evil. No logo as of yet there, but Brendan Spadafora, cannot forget Brendan. He's been with us since day one, but now it's the podcast out there for Brendan Spadafora, with the gent. So that'll be rather interesting. Not tuned into those shows, I tell you, they get really, really good. If he gets wound up out there, Phil, you have to agree with me. If you have not viewed in one of those shows, then maybe eventually we'll have it live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
Brendan is indeed one of the nicest guys you will ever meet in sim racing. But you said, you get that guy wound up or upset over something, it's a gem to watch him kind of vent off and, in a very much uncanny and sometimes unfiltered scenario. He's got some very funny insight and a lot of great comments and coverage and information on that. So Monster Energy, come see what's world. So once again, check him out. Full throttle with the jet. Brendan's a treasured friend of mine, a great guy, and I think you guys will enjoy this podcast as well. His trivia nuggets every week, they are awesome. If you like that, that's our don't watch the show. If anything for that, if you spend buying power or anything else involved, full throttle with the jet. Give Brendan a good plug here as he would enjoy a race like this. So he's doing a lot of racing here at iRacing. I'm surprised we can get him out here for this one here today. But the iRacing.com pace car is down on pit road. That only means one thing. We're going to go back green flag racing with the iRacing nice flag. Green flag up here. Hitting out lap number 20 of 66. So still plenty of racing left to go. Ray Talladega, Marty Ray, it'll be Early Williams, Kyle Jacob Hollister, Christopher Cook in the 66 knot. That's going to be our score on top 5 to come off turn 2 on the restart.
Yeah, so winding up through that gearbox and the 65 when it gets started, Marty Ray. That's a beautiful prepared truck out there. It's probably one of my favorite Movie Warrior projects. And we get behind that on the Full Velocity Racing Network quite a bit. We have TBR, we have lots of reasons for that. We're ready for the fun here at the Movie Warrior project. So, it's nice to see trucks out there, guys painting their trucks up like that. It's fantastic. It's patriotic. It's everything that this nation needs.
You're absolutely right. It can never be understated. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Racing up there up front. Push so far for that 65 of Marty Ray, but he has a hell of a push from Jacob Hollingsworth, that 27 on the low side. Those guys doing all work right now. 23, 30 ladies here. They're trying to fight back on the outside with help from Kyle in the 60. They're still door to door for second. Marty Ray,
has a well of push, like you said, from Hollingsworth there, number 27, but the other guys getting up and out of the line. Maybe he's trying to pull a third line into effect here, but not going to happen there. That Lion truck on the outside is stuck. Nobody is up there helping. I believe that's the number 19 truck out there. No, 19 truck is that Beaver. He was dropping through the field. He tried to get a third line before him. Did not happen. Nobody wanted to go with him. Look at the play goes down number 91. So he's on the outside. Sam Perry, he's moved up to that 6th spot. So he fell back there. Now 3 wide battling going on there. And man, Sam Perry way up the track there. He's going to have to let out there. We got trouble over there, front straightaway here into turn number 1. Car around.
Got car around, and our 4th Hannibal record service caution flag coming out now on lap number 22. And I'm going to decide to get after 3 flags in front of the field, and I'm thinking something checked up probably about mid-portion of the pack. So let Todd go back there and click through the cameras, find what happened here. You can bring you another playno.com. Replay, so when he's ready to rock with that, take it away, Todd. No one's wrong.
You guys want to go back to aerial coverage here in the Western Auto versus McDonald's truck. Western Auto, the 17 throwback scheme, and I will go back to the Western Auto. We're going to show you what happened here. The number, it says 17 out there, 16 on the screen. That's Dr. Gilbert aboard that number 17 machine that goes around. It looks like this airplane off. It comes down to collection number 94. Unhappy with the turf management here as he plows down through the grass, hits the wall down to the inside. 17 comes to a stop, and that brings out the yellow flag.
Yeah, yellow flag there as Darrell Waltrip gets to the side of Bill Elliott, or I guess we'll go with that one here. Some new trucks, some new names, some numbers that don't match up on the server with these iRacing custom numbers. Woo! Watching Racing Network a Saturday afternoon matinee. Glad you guys have all tuned in here. Viewership a little bit low, but you know, we're hoping guys will trickle it over the course of the afternoon as we'll be here for a little while, of course, here with the guys at Blado.com. 200-mile race here at the Talladega Superspeedway. About 1/3 of the way home, 23 laps of 76 on the board, so a lot of races still left to go. Of course, the trucks up early. Must carry us a home unfortunately on a Saturday afternoon as well, so we're going to pause for the cause under the yellow flag here. But you roll around under yellow flag, live on your source of sports.
Once again, welcome back to the BladeNote.com Talladega Super Speedway. 76 laps here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Lights are streaming us atop that iRacing.com pace car. iRacing.com pace car. See the truck out there, we're always broadcasting dirt. We're doing a little bit of asphalt here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. Cannot do this out without our sponsors here of the evening. Man, we got some time to thank our sponsors. We're always going to make sure we try to get those guys out. Hanover Records, top tier sponsor here, the Royal Blue sponsor here on Full Velocity Racing Network. Also got to thank another Royal Blue sponsor, iRacingIFlag.com. Jeff Brown and the bunch over there. Some nice widgets and stuff. Must need adds to your sim racing. Go over and check them out, iRacingIFlag.com. Also thank BladeNote.com, simple run solutions powered by nerds. Visit them at BladeNote.com and use the promo code Full Velocity, or no, I should say FVRN. FVRN. You'll get 25% off your first purchase that does not include servers. Also, Monstar Productions hashtag make dirt track racing great again. That is Jake Keenan. Also thank TDR-Racing.net, our official sponsor. Again, our quick time. That's our motorsports. Evil One graphics. They're not only good, they're evil. Jim Rouse, the group of guys. If you want a good rap out there, make sure you get a hold of Evil One graphics on Facebook. Like I said, we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing here off of turn number 4. The iRacing.com pace truck car is going to pull down to the pit road. It's going to be the 66 machine, that Canadian Tire, number 66 to 67 of Stephen Hamill, number 67 to 36 machine. Nathan Center and Jeremy Rubin in the double down one machine. That Cracker Barrel sponsor machine is going to roll off that 4th position. We're going to wait on that green flag here on the head flagger, that iRacing flag. Green flag getting ready to come out here at the Talladega Super Speedway once again. Green flag is in there. We're racing down the front right away. iRacing flag style here. That green flag comes out. The BladeNote.com 200 back underway. The 66 of Crystal Cook up through the gearbox quick. Number 36. Number 36 running in that second spot, battling out with a 67 of Stephen Hamill. As we are side by side for that second spot.
Side by side for the second spot. Ball from Herbert. Shooting down that back straight. Look at the front there. Playing side lane. That 36 truck of Nate Cypher doing a great job. Also a double lot one of Jeremy Rubin. He's a third truck on the inside. He's trying to make some waves happen, but looking on the outside.
Oh, trouble!
Swafford number 92 truck a wild ride. The big one at Talladega. They are wrecking everywhere. And I was on top of the 92 truck, that Proline number 92 Chevrolet, and that thing is wadded up, as many other trucks are. 5th hit of a record service caution flag now on lap number 27, and this one, Todd, is no doubt going to give you multiple things to look at on our BladeNote.com Full Velocity Racing Network replay.
Little race here just to show you what happened here. They were coming up through the gearbox, had some good racing going on. They were jumping and driving and looking around here. So as they come down through turn 1, we're going to see if anything happened here. Originally, bring this out. There's a 92 truck involved in this one too. Coming called Crack Rail, just going out one machine. So they're coming down the back straight away. As they enter turn number 3, see what happens. 92. Oh, contact made by the 65 machine. Oh, look at the ride for the Cracker Barrel machine. He was upside down. We have Turtles, Phil. We have Carnage, Roof Dancing. Oh, my word. We're going to see if we get some more coverage here of the machine. Man, what a well of a ride for the 001 of Ruben as he left the mark there, that Cracker Barrel machine. So we're going to go back here, see if we can get some more contact. We'll show some footage and we'll let you continue to ramble on about that incident, Phil. Man, what a wreck. We're going to show multiple images.
Oh yeah, you can jump in before when you got it. That's a whole lot of look at. Looks like we've got some really good trucks at 30 lanes here for Jacob Hollingsworth, Jason Kinsler, Jesse Unwood. He's all just destroyed down there in that truck. See other names like Scott Demorio. Those guys all had good trucks. Jim Orlando. All these guys tore up in this just tremendous wreck there. Todd, I know you've got more, but it's got to be a whole lot more angles because this one had some big kind of big. Even guys like Martin Ray tore up as well.
Yeah, a lot of guys involved in this one, though. We're looking down through just trying to see a little shot just to show you how much damage it's doing. Man, you just watch these guys turtle leg. This is the big one here. A lot of trucks involved in this one. Heavy damage to a lot of machines out there. And man, it's a parking lot over there. Turns 3 and 4. It's just trucks coming to a rest down the bottom. You see smoke coming out of them, barreling out, black smoke. Never a good sign, Phil. And man, you just can't talk enough. The picture shows everything that happened.
I didn't even want to even attempt to even talk about what was going on over there. There's more carnage than we can talk about. I also see Nate Seifker's been down there. Looks like he's turned right behind the wall as well. Heavy damage to the blade. No 91 of Sam Perry on that machine. He's all jumped up down there. Andrew Navarro got a piece of the 15 truck. I mean, this one happened right before the front of the field. And you use the unfortunate word here, Tom. We hear this a lot in sim racing. You talk about coming to a big pack race like this. They talk about, well, once we thin the herd, we'll see some green flag laps. Well, they officially say we thin this field out pretty much because it looks like by the end of this one here, looks like we may have 15 or 16 trucks even left on the racetrack for we're not in a racetrack, we're 27 laps, 76, so we still got a lot of today. And we had a whole lot of trucks that all four pieces.
A whole lot of trucks is I mean, we're on board as we watch the 001. As you go out of the park, the wireless cameras do not work anymore, and we got to ride on board with them. Sam Perry is now he comes to the rest as he went out of the park and down into the infield here. So that's the weird thing about the iRacing simulation is sometimes the wrecks happen a little bit differently than what you would think. But a lot of trucks involved in this one, and like you said, the big one thinning the herd. That's probably not the way you wanted to thin the herd. Is man, just a lot of carnage over here.
All right, so we're going to be at least a lap away from putting the race back on the green flag condition. What possible cause here for the Washington Racing Network? Don't go away. Your source for esports racing. We'll be right back. Lights are already out. Look at that. Alright, getting set to go for a restart live here back in your source esports racing, the Velocity Racing Network. Getting set to go back to green here on lap number 30 of 76, so we're getting close to halfway. We have had a whole share of carnage here as Christopher Cook, Stephen Hamill, Zach Johnson, Bradley Wilson, Logan Key's going to be your top five. We are racing back like return to the Speedway. We are racing here at this 1.66 mile Talladega Super Speedway, and it looks like Todd's going to have a 13 drivers up to the lead lap, and hopefully all those trucks are straight. See it go up a lot. They race on the second corner. They're still going forward.
Zach Johnson in the 527, the K&N sponsor machine, has really started to make some headway there into that second spot. The 527 was right there in turn number 43 machine of Logan Keys right now. Running in, like I said, the fourth position. So 67 is starting to drop back through. That's Stephen Hamill. As he drops back through the field at the 527, now looks to the outside. And different number location for that K&N sponsor machine. It is on the left corner panel of that machine.
It's 527 on the outside. You know, leave a 93 of Judy Rogers sneak on by around, and also another truck is shooting up her head there. It looks like a roll line truck there. That shoot up there is on stuck on an island. Looks like that's Brian Swapper. Number 92, these trucks got to have a quick repair. I can't believe this damage that truck. That thing is back straight again. Brian Swapper's 92. Got it, digging alongside time. He's going to look up for third. He's going to look for more.
Looking for more is Brian Swapper from that number 92 machine, trying to look at a bunch of different camera angles going on here to come down through the corner. But it looks like the 92 up to the outside here, trying to go side by side with the race leader, Christopher Cook. Look right now, your current race leader trying to hold on. He's got pushes from the 527 to Zach Johnson. That top group is starting to come in its own form, and its own right there, Phil, that number 92 machine.
Certainly is. He's on the outside of Christopher Cook through the trial here. 66 versus 92. Door-to-door for the race lead here as we complete lap number 33. So we're starting to approach the halfway mark here. A couple of laps here. It's a good one so far up front. 66 and 92 continue to stay door-to-door. They're also door-to-door behind with the 527 in the 627. 7 trucks. The Bradley Wilson, Logan Keys to 43, and how about Logan 48 from 31st? He's up to 7th.
Yeah, great racing going on, like you said, Schroeder is the number 48 machine is able to make it up through the field. 18 all over the rear bumper, the 527 machine, and the 527 still trying to hold on to that second spot. He turns up in front of the number 18 machine of Bradley Wilson. Wilson, 3 wide for the race lead. That's never a good sign. In the sucker hole is the 527 machine. Man, as they flash by that start finish like that is definitely not where you want to be, Phil.
Not where you want to be, but a really good picture indeed. But you don't want to be that 527K and filter. Stuck in that middle. You can see the turbulent air around that truck just pushing him around as low side trying to gather on back up and he's going to make that keep to a low side. Zach Johnson stuck in the middle. You can handle 67 up there. Chris Cook 66, but look at that run up front. The two racers got Logan Keys has pushed into Schroeder, or about 80 pushed who's at a front there. 67 of Hamilton, they're making their way from the outside lane. They're on one car. They came back to look at a spot with 92 because they make more contact, and they are wrecking that big back, and we go back under the yellow flag. Taylor Records over the yellow flag, and we are tearing up even more trucks, Todd, just shy of halfway now, 35 laps to the one. Yellow flag for a 7th time here at Play-Doh.com 200. Gonna put you back to work, and I know you set trouble. I heard you, like everybody else did, but we got more to show off. Full Velocity Racing Network replay presented by Play-Doh.com. Todd, what'd you find for us?
Well, we're gonna go through and see what happened here, Phil. I'm not 100% positive. I did see trouble. I know Sam Perry was involved in something after the fact of that race, after the fact everything happened. But I'm trying to see who else was involved here to bring out this most recent yellow flag. I've seen it.
Back.
And we've seen it down through here, the number 91 machine. So we'll have to see what's going on here. I know Sam Perry was involved in that one after the fact.
Yeah, he goes around and on. That truck will certainly have some more damage to it than he already had. And I said it's been a rough one here today in Talladega. We've seen races like this before, and unfortunately, Play-Doh.com 200 open server, open lobby race here today is seeing its share of carnage as we're working lap number 35 under the yellow on your Sports Racing. Come back on with the restart.
Yeah, it was involved with the number 11 and the number 60 machine here. To show real quick, it's sideswiping, never a good thing. 11 gets out of shape, he does a wheelie down the front straightaway here in the tri-oval. And then the 60 goes around in a knock Kyle Pearson. A lot of damage to the front end of that truck. And then you also have Sam Perry, like you said, Sam Perry involved in an incident right directly after that. We'll see if we can catch a glimpse of that really quick before we go back through here, Phil. And, that number 91 machine at the wrong place, wrong time here. And number 19 gets into the back of the number 91, and around goes Sam Perry into the inside wall and comes to a rest.
Oh, yeah, it sure does. And it's just been a tough one here at Talladega. Blado.com 200. Pace car out there once again leading the field. We're going to lead ourselves into a little commercial break here. Once again, we'll check out our buddy Jeff Brown over at iRacing iFlag.
Boy, these iRacing iFlag cars are fast tonight.
You know, Todd, I guarantee you, Brown, Leonardi, Weaver, Capert, and Pena are all using them products on their sponsor tonight to give them the upper hand over the competition.
Well, how can I get fast like those guys?
Well, that's easy, Todd. You gotta head over to iRacingIFlag.com.
Back on your source of esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. Another great round today on Full Velocity TV, the BladeNode.com 200. Put on by our good buddies over at BladeNode.com. Check them out today for all your web hosting, GPS server, dedicated server needs, great rates, a great bunch of guys, simple web solutions, powered by nerds. So if you use that promo code FDRN, you'll get 25% off your first month or yearly purchase, minus the dedicated servers on Google Deal with the web hosting and GPS servers. They're all right there as well. Get a hold of those guys today, BladeNode.com, and thank those guys for supporting sim racing, because without all the folks that support sim racing and real racing, well, there's something out there to doubt. Thank all those guys for all their work, as well as guys like Hannibal Record Service, our official caution flag overlay, which we have seen out there now 6 times in this event, slowed for about 20 laps of caution flag here. Got to thank Jeff Brown over at iRacing, iFlag, Jake over at Monstar Productions, TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Eagle One Graphics in Bold Colorado with the Chen. Our buddy Brett over there watching leave over on YouTube a little while ago. Sent him a text a while ago, so he was going to try to tune in a little bit. So, not sure if he's doing the chat box over there or not, but I do see there's been a couple over here that I have. I did see our buddy Jen over there saying FDR is the best. Brandon, we definitely appreciate that, and hoping that you guys will check out Full Colorado with the Jet over there on YouTube. You see Brendan over there? Click on his name, subscribe to what he does. He does a lot of cool and cycle stuff. Always a good time. So Todd, we can say what Brendan's out there. Guiding Cake Eater out there looking at the live stream to see how damaged his truck was. Not sure who the Cake Eater is, but I like cake.
Definitely, Phil. I think we all like cake. If you don't like cake, there's something wrong with you. I like cake. Fly back out. We're racing with the BladeNode.com 200. Simple web solutions powered by Nerd here on your source for eSport Racing, that Full Velocity Racing Network. You guys get back up through the gear box number 66. Taking advantage of 67, drops back in the line to Hamill. Then you got Travis Bradley running in that third spot, the number 18 machine. There's 2 number 18s out there. This is iRacing.com, number 18, holding for that third spot. So Bradley, we haven't seen a lot of him, but he's running in that third spot. Fourth is the number 48 machine here of Andrew Schroeder in the number 43 machine. 48 machine, 43 on the outside. That is one.
Having a good run up on the high lane, but a great push from Zach Cooper to number 19. Racing that one up inside the top 5. Can the outside lane make a bid for the lead here? Off to the trial over there. A good run coming on now up to the first spot. And taking alongside Bradley. They're going to take the Hamill and eventually into our race leader, Christopher Cook up on the 1-2. Logan Steve and Zach Cooper time. What a straight empty left for him. They're running to the race lead now off a 2.
And the 43 of Keys gets a tad bit loose from the push with the number 19 machine. Zachary Weaver really all over the rear bumper. That number 43 machine, they're trying to make something happen. And down shelf down the back straightaway. In the turn, number 3 to 66, diving back down to the bottom. Christopher Cook. The 43 of Keys has shown his muscle there. Able to hold on to that top spot by just about a car length over the 66, 2, 3, and 4. Of course, the bottom going to reel back in with the momentum on the outside. And they come down through the front stretch into the trial of who's going to be at the line. Looks like it's going to be... They flash by that start finish line. Oh, man, the 43 going to out-muscle the 66 that time by the lead that lap.
I was rooting for you, called that for the middle of the trial. That start finish line is way down in the middle of one. It's so hard to keep in the line there. You just hold on for dear life in that call, but those guys doing a hell of a job of it. Cook side by side, but I am so impressed with the way that Allegiant Chevrolet, that number 19 of Zach is laying over back on the 43. Tandem traffic, if you will. They're going to shove themselves all the way out to the race. They're going to clear that inside lane. Hot two breakaway on the floor.
About the number 18 also on the track. 26 on the street. Brendan Wilson. He was right there pushing those guys too, but he was left out to dry all by his lonesome. Today's bout dropped back down to the bottom and tries number 66 or 67 machine is Steve Hamill. 43 is certainly Logan Keys. Let's see if outside can get it going again, Phil. But right now, his Keys to the race lead.
Got it at 527 machine up top. that Zach jumps for that 527. Trying to make it work up high. All by his closer. That is number 6. We're going to give him quite a shove in the back. We're seeing the outside race from the big wave in the second half of this race here, Todd. And the latest one out was jumps. If you make one like these things, we saw Logan Keys with Zach Weaver making a big push up the racing. And the 60 truck, 524 up there. I guess we'll wait and see. They're up to third there.
The land here tonight at Talladega. Here comes the 60 trying to squeeze up through the middle. 3 wide for that third spot. Man, what a move by the number 60 machine as it comes down into the middle portion of that track there, Phil. I don't even know if he's even on the lead lap here as it's going to cause a yellow flag here. Once again, I think he's trying to get his lap back as the 60 machine trying to squeeze up through there, trying to get one of his laps back. We'll see where the 60 extra is running on the field.
One lap down.
Yeah, he's definitely one lap down. So that was a move to try to get himself back onto the lead lap. As yellow flag going to come out on the field once again, Phil. Going to slow down once again.
Yeah, the 7th time here. Hanover Record Service caution flag finds us on lap number 44. So we're getting through it here live with the Full Velocity Racing Network. Starting to run down on laps. So unfortunately, starting to run low on cars as well. Or low cars. We're running low on trucks, of course. We get a couple more back there and get it together. I think I saw John Gilbert's car hit a truck hit a piece of this one. Also, maybe think Ruben of the double knot 1 and Swafford's 92 may have also done a piece back there with a couple of lap cars also. What do you got for us here on PlateNote.com?
Definitely a good time to go visit the Cracker Barrel. It's a double knot 1 machine up into the wall pretty hard, and man, I think I'll just pull it in now and go visit the Cracker Barrel because that truck makes me awful hungry there, Phil. Is around in a knot. The old Cracker Barrel 001 machine around, and tough break for Jeremy Rubin is now he's getting towed back to the pits. We'll see if he has a quick repair left. Able to get back out on the track, but that's what happened. 001 to bring out this yellow flag.
It sure did, and I'm going to see sitting here, Todd, for these last 30 laps or so, because I got a Cracker Barrel 15 minutes away, and you're making my appetite water. So I'm going to sit here and ponder this. Here for the duration of this thing under the yellow flag. 7th time again here at Talladega Super Speedway. Thank you guys all for tuning in. YouTube over there, definitely alive over there. We see our friend Joseph over there. We see Brendan over there, Cake Eater over there. So about 9 or 10 others over there watching as well over on YouTube. So I'll keep an eye on both of those over there, Facebook Live and YouTube, and see if I can't get over to Twitch on our break here under yellow flag. Once again, the PlateNote.com 200. Don't go away. We'll be back with the restart on your source for esports racing. Back here live on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network extended caution flag period. We gave us a little bit of time to gather up and catch a breath, take a drink, have a little bit of snack here, a little bit of granola bar, and get prepared for a restart. We're going to thank once again our sponsors who that make it all possible. The new Full Velocity TV night after night. Got to thank guys like Tyler over at Hanover Record Service. Check him out now on Facebook over at Hanover Record Service in the West Virginia area. You tow or even I think they got some new service shop opening up over there. Pictures look great. Check him out now, Hanover Record Service. You got to take care of the people who take care of sim racing, and Tyler does it, very, very well. Also, check out iRacingIFlag.com. Get one of those great clever-cheap widgets. They make it awesome. Sim racing rigging. You will no doubt have the upper hand on the competition. Check him out now, iRacingIFlag.com. BladeNode.com, our presenting sponsor today for BladeNode.com. 200 VPS servers, dedicated servers, web hosting, wherever you may need. Check them out now, BladeNode.com. Also check out our buddy Jake over at Monster Productions. As always, hashtag making dirt track racing great again. Monster Productions will be live on Full Velocity Racing Network on July 27th. Monster Productions like now on Facebook. Also going to thank guys from PDR Racing, the Car Motorsport, Full Throttle with the Jet, and Evil One Graphics, all our sponsors here on the Full Velocity Racing Network as we prepare to go back for a restart here live in Talladega on lap number 49 of 76. So getting down to the nitty-gritty, we got Rich Eichlein, Logan, Zach, Brock, Todd,
As cars start to the trucks start dwindling just a little bit. The 43 of Logan Keys down at the bottom of the top. Exactly Johnson and sponsored up the truck. They're working on the bottom of the outside number 19 exactly legal. He's by himself pretty much besides the number 67 machine of Hamill right there pushing him. The yellow flag in the flag. Flag, Phil. Yellow flag. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not sure why it's saying that. It's still clean up there. Apologizing for the reason not keeping up with it when this has been stuck on yellow.
Well, they're stuck on yellow. You work on that with your definitely for Free Flag Racing. And Zach Johnson, the 527, he's going to make a big one into the outside lane of the 43 of Logan Keys. Put Zach Johnson out of the front of the lap number 2. So we're about 26 laps remaining here in Talladega. The new race leader with Johnson first here. Zach Johnson leading Zach Weaver, number 19. Logan Keys, the 43. Stephen Hamill and Travis Bradley, the race lead. Next are turn top 5. They charge down the back straightaway. Everybody holding their time. That low side of the front of 2. Logan Keys trying to run the more middle part of the racetrack. He's going to now be side by side with Stephen Bradley. They're going to go for third as they enter exit turn 4.
Yeah, going to go position 18 up and down, man. That's number 18 of Bradley moving up and down through the driveway there. So, it's tough. There's Bradley Wilson right there, too, and another number 18. So these guys have both a little fast ones on it, but there's a top 2 of Tandem Bradley trying to get away from the other pack car right behind the trucks. There's number 18 machine still leading the way there.
And look at the pair of 18s now. They're shifting up side by side down the back straightaway. Wilson is the number 8. Cole 26 truck. Travis Bradley, the number 8 truck. A pair of 18s. Yeah, right. Go down low. That McCullough, number 18. Wilson up high. Going to go up the third spot, and now here comes the 60 at the end. He's going to shoot the 4 truck on the left side. He's going to try to split that gag. Dirt down into the triangle here, Phil. It needs to be 5 to go. 27 of Zach Johnson. There's 25 laps remaining here. And the right nose Zach. Come on, trouble! And upside down goes the number 18. A pair of 18s there. Oh, tough break for those guys. I can't even say anything. Trouble catch fence, 18 to Wilson, and then Bradley around in a knot and upside down into the catch fence and propelled back down the track. Those trucks running really, really good, but huge trouble over there in the thirds 3 and 4. Yeah, I think we may be giving out our pilot's license if we still have clearance with the FAA. I think you got definitely somebody up there in the catch fence. We saw some barrel rolling going on. There is going to be a lot of tastings to check out here live. Like you go to MikeBlakeNote.com. The 8th Hanover Record Service caution flag for BlakeNote.com. Uttered on lap number 52. Todd, you got a wild one to go on here. Carnage, chaos, Vegas, this one for some more good trucks. Some of these trucks for the second and third time. This is
Turns it for another number 18 machine. 67 involved, spinning around like the top of the number 18 machine. So it looks like Wilson there, man, he's got a lot of damage to his truck too. And they're making some love with 18 and the 43 there. Those trucks are great together.
Yeah, they were, and they went for a wild tango, or whatever you want to call it there, to put us on our caution flag. And once again, live here at Talladega Super Speedway. Now we're running down on lap 52 of 76. So, well, once again, as we've been under the yellow flags, pause for the cause. Right back here live, preparing for a restart. When they come for a restart, we'll be back here to break in live on your source for esports racing. All right, we're back here live on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network, a Saturday afternoon edition of Full Velocity TV, a very rare Saturday appearance for us here live on the airwaves and the BladeNo.com 200. A good reason to be out here doing so. So we get set to go here for a restart as the trucks are restacked and repacked, as Todd would say, down the back straightaway awaiting a restart. We only have 8 trucks on the lead lap here as we take you through our rundown. Zach Johnson aboard the 527. Score our race leader with the number 19 of Zachary Weaver, and he's running second. Third is Miriam Hernandez-Probst. Stephen Hamill running fourth. John Gilbert running in the 5th position. 6th we find Brian Swafford, with Andrew Schroeder running in 7th. Gene Rogers is running in the 8th spot. He's the final truck in the lead lap. 9th, 1 lap down, we find Andrew Navarro. Kyle Pearson is running in the top 10. He's also 1 lap down. 11th, 2 laps down is Travis Bradley. Logan Keys also 2 laps down. 3 laps down is Bradley Wilson, who I believe just saw a pole behind the wall. I believe he is done. As is Jeremy Rubin, James Collier, Christopher Cook, Robbie Buckner, Sam Perry, Nate Stefker, Marty Ray, Jesse Unruh, Ernie Williams Jr., Jacob Hollinsworth, Jason Kinzer, Rod Ramos, Jim Orlando, Scott McGordy, Matt Hamill, Scott Bellum, Ray Vasquez, Raymond Rittenauer. 31 trucks took the green flag here, Todd, over about an hour and a half ago, and we've got 8 left in the lead lap for a 20-lap shootout here in Talladega. I'm racing I flag, green flag returns to the speedway, and we are racing. It is Johnson versus Weaver. Herzak's going to race for the lead in turn 1.
20 electrifying laps left to go here at the Talladega Super Speedway, live on your source for eSport Racing, Full Velocity Racing Network. Look at that 527 taking the commanding charge there for the 527 is Zach Johnson. The number 11 running in that 2nd spot. 3rd is Zachary Weaver, John Gilbert, and Stephen Hamill in 5th right now, Phil. That number 67 machine. We're going to hope that the cars have been dwindling down here. 50 iRacing credits on the line as these guys are junking and jiving around. The 17 Western Auto Sponsor machine should be the 16 of John Gilbert. Right now running in that 4th spot. He's had some damage here throughout the event, but able to quick repair it out. Right now currently running 4th.
And that is a cool-looking 16 truck. First time I've actually got a good glimpse of that today, that Hot Wheels machine. That is an absolute gem. That thing is beautiful. I wish I had one of those with a Hot Wheels scheme on it. They're racing for the 4th spot. Gilbert and Stephen Hamill into turn number 3 are going to be locked in a door-to-door battle for the 4th spot, but Zach Johnson leading Miriam
trouble!
Ropes, and Zach Weaver up front, and I hear Todd screaming
carnage!
Trouble, and we definitely, well, we've got more carnage out there. They are wadding them up through 3 and 4. Caution flag once again going to come out of the speedway. I have lost count at this point. We have tore some severe carnage up here today. We started 31, down to 8 in the lead lap. That can do a lot of math. We have tore up a bunch of equipment this afternoon live on your source for esports racing. A Hannibal Record Service caution flag returning to the speedway. That pace car may need to refuel here soon there, Todd, because he's made many a laps out in front of the field, and you have been busy down there today with another BladeNo.com Full Velocity Racing Network replay. This one happened right in the middle of that 8-car lead pack. Show us what happened.
Yeah, indeed. The 17 Western Auto Sponsor machine, that would be the 16 on the screen, comes up, makes contact with the 67. More contact with the 15. The 73 around. 18 around again. Man, just some more carnage. 73 smoking heavily down there on the infield. The 15 machine, like we said, the 15 involved in that one too. That's Navarro. So tough break for these drivers. A couple more trucks just heavily smoking. Black smoke paralleling out of these cars. Or all these trucks, I should say. And another truck going completely sideways. That's Navarro. Just look at him on the screen here, just sideways going down the straightaway. Catfishing it here. Something's got to be broke with that machine.
You gotta think so. He'll probably have to come pit side for a lot of work, and a lot of guys have to come down here and get resorted up on pit road as they're running out of laps, and we're running out of trucks here today in Talladega. BladeNo.com 200 live with the Full Velocity Racing Network. Find us on our all-new website, FullVelocityTV.com, and you can also watch the YouTube link or the Twitch link live via that website, FullVelocityTV.com. We'll pause for the cause as we've done a lap through under yellow flag. We'll be back here live with the restart on your source for esports racing.
Boy, these iRacing iFlag cars are fast tonight.
You know, Todd, I guarantee you, Brown, Leonardi, Weaver, Capert, and Pena are all using them products from their sponsor tonight to give them the upper hand over the competition.
Well, how can I get fast like those guys?
Well, that's easy, Todd. You gotta head over to iRacingIFlag.com.
Don't say I didn't warn you. I know things no one knows.
Evil One Graphics specializes in iRacing wraps, promo ads, and banners for all your sim racing needs. From a new custom look on the track to a new look for your site, E1G is your place. Want to promote a special event or series for your league? E1G can make that custom promo ad you're looking for. With attention to high detail, great service, and reasonable prices, E1G is here to serve you. Evil One Graphics, they're not only good, they're evil.
happy week and figure out the countdown math up here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network, getting set to go back to Green Flag Racing in the BladeNode.com 200. BladeNode.com, simple web solutions powered by nerds. Check them out at BladeNode.com today. Use promo code FVRN. Get 25% off your VPS server or your web hosting. They have dedicated servers as well. Check them out now once again at BladeNode.com as we're getting down to the closing laps here. Todd, the Dirty Dozen left on the scoreboard, 62-76 the main event, so that may be a little more than 12. I think that may be about a little bit more like closer to 14. So we're getting ready to go for a restart. That Ford Mustang pace car. iRacing.com pace car going to duck its way for cover off of turn number 4. Now we need to continue that slow crawl through the tri-oval. Zach Johnson aboard the number 527, leading Miriam Hernandez-Probst aboard the number 11 car. Second row, we find Zachary Weaver and Brian Swafford, Andrew Schroeder, Stephen Hamill, John Gilbert, Gene Rogers. Those are the 8 trucks left on the lead lap. They're going to look to claim themselves to fame today live on the network. iRacing, iFlag, green flag goes back in the air. We are racing, starting off on lap number 63, Todd, and it's Johnson versus Weaver, a pair of Zachs racing to attack the field in turn 1.
The Zach attack out front, the 527 is Zach Johnson and Zachary Weaver running in that second spot. That will be the number 19 out there on your screen. Third right now is Brian Swafford. And that number 92 machine, Phil was having a conversation with him a little bit ago about being out of quick repairs for that number 92 machine. So we'll see how far he can last. There's only a few trucks left out there on the speedway letting their dig out there. The number 11 machine dropping down to the bottom side along with help from the 73 of Gene Rogers. Rogers right now running in 6th.
Yeah, Gene's done a great job coming from laps down with some damage. Now up to the 6th spot, as you said, holding on to the lead lap is Johnson going to continue to lead Weaver off of that 4th turn down through the tri-oval here. 4-car breakaway up front. Looks like Swafford there in a 92 settled up into the 3rd spot and running 4th. It looks like it's Stephen Hamill in that number 67. They stay nose to tail. Hernandez-Probst in the 11. He's going to ride there in the 5th spot through the corner. Gene Rogers running in 6th. Schroeder and Gilbert, that's the top 7 and 8 cars left on the lead lap, and they're all dancing, Todd, trying to keep it glued to the low side of the speedway. 7-car breakaway at the front of the field.
Yeah, 7-car breakaway at the front of the field as these guys pretty much staying single file. Some of these trucks still damaged. Some of these guys out of quick repairs early on in the going. We have 13 laps to go. The Baker's dozen left to go as we're going to go across that start finish line. We're going to have 12 laps remaining, so a dozen laps left around the Talladega Super Speedway, live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. BladeNode.com, simple web solutions powered by nerds. These guys fighting it out here, and this is where it's going to get interesting as we come down and click down to lap number 12. Phil, almost 10 laps remaining. If you got something left, do you show it now, or do you hold off and wait till about 5 to go?
I don't know. I think you go now because we haven't seen a whole lot of green flag racing till you go to calculate a strategy like that as Gene Rogers trying to make something happen on the outside lane, but he got freight trained there by Schroeder, the 48, and also Gilbert and the number 17 truck. That's not Gilbert. That is the 11 of Hernandez there going to make it happen on the inside of that U.S. Air Force Chevrolet running on the low side, but still Zach Johnson leading Zach Weaver, the Zach attack, and Brian Swafford. That's your top 3 off the corner. Stephen Hamill there running in the 4th spot. And now we see Hernandez-Probst, that U.S. Air Force 11. That's your current top 5, all glued to the low side of the racetrack. And this time by Todd, it's going to be 10 laps to go. 66 going to go on the board of 76. So clicking down to the single digits in the BladeNode.com 200. Johnson leading Weaver. When is too soon to go out of line? Because right now, they're all very content to run the low side of the racetrack.
Yeah, and if you're that first one to jump out of line, they might jump in your grave that quickly, Phil, as they go to the outside. And, man, they can leave you out there to hang to dry, and they're going to pick up a position here. So it's all about that high-speed chess match here going on here at the Talladega Super Speedway. Zach Johnson right now can play the advocate right now running the bottom side, but he's also a sitting duck for any cars that maybe team up to try to get by him. The 19 looks high, looks low. The stake effect coming in live here at Talladega Super Speedway as Zachary Weaver trying to figure out where he's going to go, where he's going to set himself up. Does he have help from the number 92 of Swafford? Swafford right now running in that 3rd spot.
Swafford in for 3rd. Stephen Hamill, 67. This Chevrolet keeps peeking out to the outside lane. Swafford now going to take a peek out there. What if these trucks are not getting hot, or this racetrack is just super abrasive and bumpy because these guys all looking for position. Maybe it's trying to punch a big hole in the air. Swafford going to be the first one. He's going to try his hand on the outside alongside of Weaver. Does Brian Swafford have the horsepower to make it happen in turn 3?
Brian Swafford's starting to drop back through, Phil, but it's going to take him a little bit to get up to speed on the top shelf for the Speedway. He has help from that number 11 machine. But man, is he dropping like a rock through the field here, back to about the 6th position. So he's going to have to get more help than what he's got right now. It's still Zach and Zach. The top two is now Zach. Weaver looks to the top side of the Speedway, has nobody to go with him. Is he going to have to sit in line as we are on 9 laps remaining?
We got 68 laps of 76 on the board as we work through the east end of the Speedway into turn number 1 and 2. And Weaver keeps peeking to the outside of Johnson, waiting for him to get that run. I believe Stephen Hamill is going to go with him if they decide to do so. Johnson going to keep that 527 truck glued down to the low side, just blocking that yellow line and all necessary here today in Talladega as we're running down on laps into turn number 3. They stay single file. When is time to go there, Todd? I'm thinking the outside lane's thinking, well, the time to go may indeed be now because there's a run up top for Andrew Shorter in the 48. He's got help back there as well from not Gene Rogers. That is Brian Swafford 92. Those two trucks getting together. They're making a work up high as a drag race down the front stretch of the start finish line.
Yeah, drag race starting down the front straight away here. Here comes the 19 now, jumps on the line in front of the number 48 machine. He's going to try to make a run, but the 48 now goes to the outside a little bit there. Maybe just kill the momentum just a tad bit with the 527 down on the bottom side. So here comes Zachary Weaver to the outside. He's got help. He's got 4 trucks in line right directly behind him. Drag race down the back straightaway. Who's going to be down into turn number 3? The Zach and Zach show so far here at Talladega. 527 and Zach Johnson on the bottom. Zach Weaver up on the top shelf for the Speedway. And that number 19 machine, but he is starting to fall back just a tad bit. Only 2 trucks down on the bottom, Phil. They're making it work.
They are making it happen, but yellow flag going to greet us back on the Speedway. Yellow flag as we race back to lap number 70. Just as Schroeder with number 48 was trying to make it happen to the 4th spot, we find Hannibal Wrecker Service caution flag back on the Speedway on lap number 70 as we get back to the line. So we're going to be less than 5 laps remaining here, Todd. We get this final restart of the show, and it looks like this one, I'm not even sure where this one even started at from, with only a few cars or trucks left on the racetrack. And I'm going to let you go back here and show us off with the Full Velocity Racing Network BladeNode.com instant replay. And I'm going to try to go back and find this thing myself because I don't see it yet.
Well, it looks like the 15 of Andrew Narvo in the number 15 machine. A lot of smoke coming out of that truck as they're coming down through here, the back straightaway into turn number 3. So I guess that's going to be a hint there what way to happen to the 15 machine. Yep, 15 was definitely involved, and the 43 comes down the track. Not sure what that was about there, Phil. Maybe contact earlier, I'm not sure. 43 comes back up onto the track and just drives back down the track. The 43 machine of Logan Keys. So we're going to show that again, Phil. He's coming up to 15 at full speed. The 43 drives right up in front of him and then drives back down the track. And I might have called that guy on intentional wrecking out there tonight, Phil. And I hate calling people out, but man, that looks so intentional there as the 15 was just coming there and just drives right back down the track. Nothing was broke on that 43 of Logan Keys.
No, and that may be one of those cases of Full Velocity Racing Network. We do it. It's a segment we call You Make the Call. Was that an intentional wreck? Was not an intentional wreck. I don't like seeing that kind of sportsmanship out there. I don't think anybody else does here live under the yellow flag here at Talladega Super Speedway. BladeNode.com 200 getting very close to its conclusion. So we will pause for what should finally be the final restart of the event. We'll be back here live on your source for esports racing. Don't go away. Back here live on your source for esports racing, getting ready for the restart, which should be a 3-lap shootout to finish it today in the BladeNode.com 200. So before we get this one, get away from us, let's thank our sponsorship one more time out there. Guys like Tyler over at Hannibal Record Service does so much for us and so many leagues behind the scenes. Check him out today, Hannibal Record Service on Facebook, and thank him for supporting sim racing. Also, big thanks to Jeff Brown over at iRacing iFlag. Get one of his great new telemetry widgets. Those iFlags make for a great addition to your sim racing rig, and they will undoubtedly give you a hand over the competition. iRacingIFlag.com is where you find them. Also, big shout out to these guys here at BladeNode.com for putting on this awesome race today. VPS servers, dedicated servers, web hosting, whatever you may need. The tech support, the client support is fantastic, so check these guys out. BladeNode.com, and don't forget about that promo code FERN to get 25% off. A big shout to our brother Jake, making dirt track racing great again over at Monstar Productions. Cannot wait till July the 2nd for the Firecracker 40 live here on Full Velocity. Give Jake a like. Monstar Productions with 2 R's out there on Facebook. Also, a special thanks to the group over at TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Full Throttle with the Jen, and Evil One Graphics. Not only good, they are evil, doing some tremendous car wraps out. Look him up now on Facebook as we get ready to rock here for a 3-lap shootout today to settle it here at the Talladega Super Speedway. We see some unfortunate incidents there. Logan Keys with the jackass move of the day with the intentional wreck. There is no place for that in sim racing, so we definitely call that one out. You see that guy racing? Don't race him hard, because he may be a jackass and wreck you today. Don't ever want to see that happening here live on the airwaves again. We will absolutely call it out anytime we see it live on the network. We get set for a restart. Zach Johnson, Zach Weaver, Stephen Hamill, Andrew Shorter, Miriam Hernandez, Gene Rogers, Brian Swafford, and John Gilbert, the 8 drivers in the lead lap. We go back to Green Flag Racing at Talladega. The Zach versus Zach attack into turn number 1 and 2. Johnson down low, Weaver up high. Who's going to have the advantage, Todd, up the second turn?
Johnson down on the bottom side there. The 527's got a nice push from the number 67 of Hamill down to the bottom. So we'll see if that's going to happen. Here's the number 19 of Weaver up on the top shelf of the Speedway with help from the 48 of Schrader and the number 48 black machine. I can't see a sponsor on that machine, so he's looking for a sponsor there. And the number 48 machine, but the 19, and we were starting to make some noise up on the top shelf of the Speedway. See if these guys can really get it going there, Phil. As they are starting to fight here, as we're going to get popsicle sticks in the air. 2 more trips around Talladega Super Speedway for the BladeNode.com 200.
2 more trips around, and can Zach Johnson hold on there? And that number 527, that K&N Filters colored machine, that thing looks awesome. You got Zach Weaver's 19 trying to make it happen up high. The 67 of Hamill was there. Andrew Schroeder down that 48, dancing out to the outside lane. Hernandez Probst in the 11 there on the low side with the U.S. Air Force sponsor machine. He may need the Air Force, the Army, the National Guard, the Coast Guard, the Marines. He can throw them all out there because it's going to take a lot to get by the Zach and Zach show. Racing for the lead there in the turn number 3.
And down the back straightaway to turn number 3. It is side by side going on there. Oh, he's down on the apron. It is Zach Johnson on the apron. Can he save it? Whale of a save by the... Oh, he's back around, but he saves it again. That has to be the highlight of the evening here for that 527 machine, but there is more contact. The 73 down into the wall here. Here comes the 92 machine here. Drag race down to the start-finish line here. It's white flag going to be out. 1 more trip around the Speedway. I don't see a yellow flag out as we have the 1 to go here. As you can get a sponsor here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. It's going to be a drag race between the 48 and the 92. Everybody else is wrecked behind them there, Phil. So who's it going to be?
Oh, who's it going to be? You got a 2-car breakaway here, but you saw Hernandez, Probst, and Johnson, and Weaver, and Hamill, Rogers, those guys all getting wrecked back there, racing hard for a race win at Talladega. Now we're going to battle with Swafford versus Schrader there for the win. John Gilbert for that Florida brakes truck somehow, some way, could possibly get a top 3 run out of this one. Into 3 and 4 for the final time into the triangle. Brian Swafford going to slam that door shut down the hill. Does Andrew Shorter have 1 more move to make? He's going to dance alongside up high. They're going to make contact and rub through the tribal. Who's are going to be at the line?
Oh!
As they slam bang there, and that's too close to call. Give Brian Swafford the win of the 92 over Andrew Schroeder. John Gilbert going to finish up 3rd. Zach Johnson for 4th, and Miriam Hernandez Probst with a top 5. That finish, Todd, was about as wild as this whole race has been. These guys have been slamming fenders all day, and Brian Swafford with the slam move off the 48 going to take down the win here today in Talladega.
Yeah, Brian Swafford taking down the race win here at Talladega. BladeNode.com 200. Simple web solutions powered by nerds on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Phil, what a race here! As far as the end of this one, it's had its challenges here all evening long, and .018 was the difference between the 92 and the number 48 machine. So tough break for the 48. He's going to finish up second there. John Gilbert in the Western Auto number 17 going to finish up in the third spot there, Phil. So great race by all these drivers here to try to finish up in the top 3. Again, add some caution flags here this evening. Got to expect that at Talladega. A lot of these guys not running together each and every time. We had 10 cautions for 40 laps. 13 leading changes here on the Hanover Wrecker Service yellow flag caution information here at Talladega Superspeedway.
Absolutely right, and we've had a good time here doing the BladeNode.com 200 as we're going to move toward our post-race show. We're going to go over to the BladeNode.com team speak, and it's a big one, pretty secure, so we'll have to see if we can't dance around and find the there for the Full Velocity Racing Network post-race show coming up next year live on your source for esports racing. Do not go anywhere. Back here live on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network, BladeNode.com 200. Just coming to the conclusion here at the Talladega Superspeedway. We are going to be joined by not only our winner, but our runner-up finisher as well here today after 200 miles and what was a chaotic and I guess you could say a survival of the fittest kind of day. And we run down here trackside and we see the guy in the 48 jumping out of the truck, Mr. Andrew Schroeder. And Andrew, I look at all 4 corners of this thing. This thing is beat to heck. You guys stay out there in a war out here at Talladega, man. Tell us about that wild run to the end there with you and Brian.
First, I just want to thank Hernandez. It was a great race. Just a racing deal at the end there. Great racing, a lot of caution. Just long race.
Definitely a long race. So with the amount of yellows we have here at Talladega, the drafting game is always one you got to play strategy on and kind of roll the dice in. How tough is it to get to a rhythm and feel out the trucks and feel out the traffic around you with all the amount of yellow flag laps we had here this afternoon?
It's tough when you have a lot of damage. I ran a little damage for a while and dropped back trying to save my fast repairs. It's tough. Trucks don't suck up like cup cars.
No, they certainly don't. And that 48 coming out there, sponsor wise, you guys going to sponsor a good racer. Andrew Schroeder showed himself in a good way out here today in Talladega. And as Andrew, as we customarily do here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network, we always like to give our podium finishers the microphone. Let you go out there and thank everybody out there watching. We're live as usual on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. So Andrew Schroeder, car number 48. I'm going to give you the floor one more time. Thank you for got you here this afternoon, and congratulations once again. Great job with a second place run.
Thank you very much. I want to thank all the fans and everybody. It was a great run. Looking forward to do it again.
All right, well, there you have it, folks. The 48, Andrew Schroeder. Will let him get back to his team. And we'll jump a little further there over the wall, and a gaggle of people down here in Victory Lane. The party is on down here for the number 92 of Brian Swafford, who was out there somehow. First, I got to ask you, Brian, as you get down here, I was conversing with you over there in the YouTube chat box. I mean, they tell me texting and driving isn't safe. I mean, first of all, can we address that? I don't know if that's a good idea, man. I don't know if we want to promote texting and driving. That's not really a good idea.
I wouldn't either, but we had so many caution laps there. You get a little bored, so I looked over and decided to chat a little bit with you guys.
Yeah, that was fun to do it out there. Watching, you had a couple of really wild rides today. You had to manage your quick repairs, wisely as well, because we saw you got caught up on earlier. You were upside down, barrel rolling all four corners. That thing were all torn to pieces. How thankful were you at that point for a quick repair to keep yourself in the contention or to even come down and win one of these things?
I was very, very thankful for them, but the thing is, I used all three in the first 30 laps. All three of them. So the rest of the race, I just had to basically walk on eggshells.
And that's tough to do when we toil the amount of carnage we had up here today in Talladega. But Brian Swafford, today's big winner here for the BlakeNote.com 200. Live out here as always, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV on the Full Velocity Racing Network. I give you the mic one more time and salute you as today's big winner, my friends. So anybody out there watching, friends, family, and sponsors watching live or may watch back later, the floor is all yours there, buddy. And once again, congratulations. Take down the big win this afternoon.
I'd like to thank you all. Y'all put on a really good show. I thank all the guys over at Team Norris, Justin, Robert. Let's see here. Then Tri-State Electric and Covertop Computers for giving me all the equipment I need. And that's about it.
All right, well, there you have it, folks. Live from Talladega's Victory Lane. Brian Swafford, today's big winner here in Talladega. And that is going to do it for us here with this Saturday afternoon matinee of the Full Velocity Racing Network coverage of the BlakeNote.com 200. So for guys like Jack Truin, Rage and Ron Piles, our co-owners behind the scenes, Todd Stanton, my color guy, my control guy, my partner of so many years alongside. Thanks to the guys at BlakeNote.com, Sam Perry, Vlad Stafford. You guys do a lot for us, for all this community. Phil Lacasse here, going to sign off. Everybody have a great, safe, happy afternoon, and enjoy your weekend out there. Back live tomorrow night with more Full Velocity TV coverage right here live on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network.